So this piece reminds me of something we see all the time in art, but also in life. Something I call the purity fallacy.
Purity fallacy. And what's that?
It's that many people always believe that the purest things, or what they see as pure, like white marble, for example, or also white jade, are somehow superior than other materials.
Well, there's one thing I can tell you, that in the High Tang period, when this was carved, limestone, the material on this statue, was much higher regarded than white marble. And the reason is very simple, is because when you have pure white marble, you will not see much of all these carvings here. But at the time, obviously there was no artificial light, so sunlight played a huge role. And when we simulate sunlight here, as the sun would typically move around a piece, you can see that it's actually putting life into this piece from all sorts of angles, as the sun would move during the day and shine on various areas of this piece and really put life into it. The story of it is it's been on the market twice in the past 35, 40 years. It's been at Sotheby's, New York in 1987, so it goes way, way back in its history. And at the time sold for over $60,000, obviously adjusted value to inflation. And then about 20 years later or 15 years later, it appeared again at auction, this time at Christie's in London, and sold for over 60,000 pounds, a little more, like 75,000 euros today. And when we look at the images of the piece in the catalog, we again see that we have a very consistent patina on this piece, and almost half a century, which tells us that it's not been treated in any way. Here we see natural wanings, we see natural corrosion, areas of corrosion here from iron. This is probably where the piece was found.
Iron in the soil.
Iron soil, iron residues here. And the other thing is it compares obviously favorably to other limestone carvings from the period, notably a very small lion, like 14 centimeters, that sold, that was from the Irving collection, and sold for $50,000. And then another one with 16 centimeters, not much bigger, also really small, and a more simple, more primitive piece. We think the comparative example is earlier. Yeah, this one is High Tang, so at the pinnacle of the period. Very, very elaborate carving. This other example sold for an amount of $30,000. And then there's another really elaborate one from the Hatfield Ellsworth collection, Robert Hatfield Ellsworth, that is bigger, about 50 centimeters, so that has about this size. And this one sold for a staggering $370,000. I think some people got really excited with that one. Another thing is that it's being said that the wild roar of this lion symbolizes the dissemination of Buddhist scriptures and had a highly symbolic view during the Tang period.
It is the spread of Buddhism, which makes sense, that you would have the lion's loud roar carrying this important message across all the land.
Well, at least on this planet, there's no other being that's more suitable to spread the word. Do you say it? Spread the word?
Spread the word.
Spread the word than the lion, which is also called the king. And the reason is that when he starts roaring, this is a story of its own.
People listen.